I'm just
That man said he's sitting on the couch with his balls out. He ain't got time to be doing all that.
right.
Oh, Angelic said, "Wow, really?"
Hey man, there's nothing
Hey
wrong. Look,
man,
it's
there's
a
nothing wrong with
Saturday and
having
you
my
at
balls
home.
out. You know, it's a Saturday. Exactly.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Said, look, nobody says anything when Coda got his balls up. When I got mine out, everybody wants to lose their mind. Nah.
Bro, word. Coda be everywhere with his nuts out, bro.
Oh, it's starting.
I appreciate you telling me to start because I'm about to say something real crazy. Sorry. Let me not say that on the recording. Are we recording, Star?
I mean, I started the recording a while ago. But...
All right, cool. Bet. What's up, guys? This is it's the TGR crew here. It's Boom Pow Surprise. We got Solid Snarf, Legend of Dre somewhere in the mix, and we got a special guest, Hey Tony, joining us today. We're gonna check out the Gearbox showcase here at E3. So yeah.
Talk, Tony. Say something.
Or don't.
Or don't. That's cool. Just trying to get a level check. That's all right.
Supply chain management and storytelling with a European sounding accent.
I think you walked off.
Oh my.
Three unique colleges that will place you
I'm gonna have to mute Mike. Dre.
I'm still here.
Okay, cool. Talk, Tony.
Huh?
All right. Yeah, you good. You good.
College of Gearbox Publishing. We offer advanced
I'm gonna have to mute Mike. Dre for a second.
projectile meteorology.
Did that mute him? I think I muted him.
You can even write your thesis on the deification of gravity.
I believe I muted him. Did it mute for you guys too?
No, just for me. I did it myself.
I will give one thing. Borderlands is good fun with friends.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
does get a little dry after a while, but it is fun with friends.
Yeah, no, definitely fun.
Let's learn more about all the innovative opportunities you can find at Gearbox University. Dynamic.
Oh, I'm hearing it through Boom's TV.
You can mute.
Cool. Let's see what we got. What do we got? Did you wear your mask?
Is that the actual music from the from IGN?
Well, they're streaming the Gearbox, so this is Gearbox right now.
Okay.
Oh wow! Look at those graphics.
Hey everybody! If you don't know me, I'm Randy Pitchford, the founder of the Gearbox Entertainment Company and executive producer of the Borderlands franchise and all of the great games that we do at Gearbox. I am right now on the set of the Borderlands motion picture, in development, in production. We're shooting. This is a live soundstage, and I thought, since I'm here, wouldn't it be cool if I walk you around a little bit and show you some of the cool stuff that we're doing? Let me walk you this. This is a live set. There's guys working on the movie right now.
You know, I still didn't play Godfall. How was that?
Everywhere.
I heard it was trash-tastic.
In the caves of the caustic
All right.
caverns. We've been in the desert, in the sand quarries. We've been in the stone quarries, doing all kinds of amazing stuff. Actually, look, this is. Let me
just be the first to go on record and say that I don't care how the movie turns out, but Kevin Hart as Roland is the trashiest pick ever. It's fucking stupid. Like there's nothing about Kevin Hart that says Roland at all, bro.
I mean, maybe he's a multi-layered actor and he's gonna surprise. No, he's not.
I mean,
Nah,
at
we're not even
the
gonna act
same
like he
point,
is.
at the same point, this is the same topic we had about fucking Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake. But you know,
I mean, I don't have a problem with Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake, and I don't know. I mean, and I guess it's because like Kevin Hart's done nothing but comedy, but Roland's not a comedic character.
he's done other things other than comedy. He's done like I forgot what that fucking movie was where he was helping the guy in the wheelchair.
Video game fans will recognize this as the
Oh, with Bryan Cranston?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but yeah, I guess that's not a funny movie.
This one is light, so I can
I guess there must be some humor in it.
How was the movie?
I don't know. I didn't see
It
it.
was actually good, bro. It was good. It was
Exactly,
good.
Snarf.
I enjoyed it.
Exactly. Snarf.
Hey, Tony
He
Stark.
said it was sad. I saw it. It was
I
good.
can't wait for you to see like Kate is a god.
I saw, everyone thinks of Kate from
Side note,
Jasmine,
Snarf, I got a God
Carol,
Roll sniper
what she's
rifle.
done. And House of the Clock and its
What'd you
Walls,
get?
I saw how unbelievably funny
It's
she was. And I
got
noticed that
Iron
she brought out the
Reach.
great dramatic acting
It's
in Jack Black,
got.
and
Hold on,
Jack
let me
brought
pull
out
up
the
the
great
light and I'll tell you.
Kate, but she
It's
was
actually
so into it,
kind
she
of
wants to
amazing.
really, understand it from the inside out. Like, what are the powers? Where do they come
It's
from?
wild to watch her.
It's got Iron Reach. It's got no distractions, high caliber rounds, and hammer forged rifling.
We don't want to make a great video game.
Lightweight frame or
We also
heavyweight?
want it to be a
Well,
great-
that's the
It
thing.
is an aggressive frame.
Great sci-fi
Okay.
movie, period.
And it's really come to life. So for Borderlands fans who play the video game,
It's the
if you have
Trials
people in your
Trial sniper
lives
rifle.
that you want to introduce to Borderlands but aren't going to play the game with you. This movie.
Oh, they're doing the movie. This is straight the movie. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, it's the movie, man. Which, in itself, is going to be super risky because it's either going to be super good or super not.
It's gonna ruin the fucking franchise. Yep.
Is it live action or is it animated?
It's live action.
It's gonna be cringy.
Easily the best cast I've ever worked with. But like just
that's
a
it.
world-class cast of actors that all came in just to come in and play, and everyone is so into their
Roland.
characters. Like, did we see way
I believe it's live action.
Kevin Hart's role.
Ariana
No,
is right
it has to
here.
be
Kevin
Lewis.
is Roland. I mean, Kevin is a man on a mission.
I can't believe
like he's playing
watching
like a
Kevin
full action
go
star.
full.
They got Jack
action
Black
star.
as Claptrap,
Really
though.
gonna surprise people. I think Kevin's
That's
over
gonna
it,
be
actually.
amazing.
And I know
Yeah,
Lisa
well, that-
is,
yeah,
trying to
I
do
agree with
something.
that.
Get a shot. You go get him.
You go to work. All right, come
Like,
on.
if nothing else, Jack Black is an amazing voice actor.
And one of the
Right.
producers, and Emmy, the RI
Yeah, no, this is live action, bro.
Hey, Ari.
Why would they put Kevin Hart as Roland?
This is
Exactly. I just don't understand it. But
Ari Arad has
you know,
made a whole
Randy
bunch of
Pitchford
awesome
apparently
movies.
has faith in
You're probably familiar with
Kevin Hart.
Arad's from Marvel.
Okay,
right?
For
some reason.
Avi Arad was
I mean,
the
it
founder
ain't
and
even
CEO
faith.
of Marvel
It's a
Studios,
big name.
and they created a
Yeah.
movie called
It's
Spider-Man,
that's all it really boils down to. It
and,
was no
Iron
different from them
Man,
putting Will Smith as fucking Deadshot.
worked on- and then,
Deadshot.
But I mean, Will Smith did pretty good at Deadshot. Given
He did
given
pretty
Will
good,
Smith,
but had his name not been in the movie, that
How
movie
big would it
wouldn't
have
done
been?
well.
I mean, I
It wouldn't have
understand
done
that.
well.
That's
Had his
true.
name not been in that movie, it would not have done well.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't Will Smith it up though, and I think Will Smith has been a couple. I ain't gonna say a couple decades, but he's what, probably about 5-6 movies removed from being Will Smith in every single movie.
Yeah.
Right. I remember there being well, what is this supposed to be based off of, the first game?
I'm guessing maybe either I don't think it's an adaptation of the first one, but I think probably a story that we haven't heard of that happened obviously before the end of the second game, because
Let me
Roland's
Google
still
this.
alive.
Let me Google this because this is stupid. Hold on.
I don't think the plot's been released or
Is the
anything of it.
Borderlands movie gonna be live action?
Just
or-
throw it at studios, just see where they can get business.
All I know is if
They
gonna
had
do
him in a
this,
costume.
they better have somebody good playing Lilith, and she better be able to say sup.
We were dating for years.
How hard is that, right?
Word. Lilith, Brick, Roland, and what was the other name? Mordecai, yeah, Mordecai. I don't know, man.
Which I haven't seen names for those actors, Mordecai and Brick. They got somebody for Krieg though.
It's pretty amazing. So we're more than halfway done.
Who do you think can play Handsome Jack?
We're about 2/3 of the way done.
Ryan
We have a really
You said
funny-
Ryan Reynolds? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is actually an amazing choice for Handsome
Handsome
Jack.
Jack.
That's
Yeah,
actually
Anyways, for a behind the scenes.
that's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's goat
That's
tier
a
right there. Yeah.
no-brainer. Yeah.
Eli, this is our. Oh, don't look that way.
I didn't even think about it like that, but that's goat tier right there, bro.
Yeah.
Just
That's-
first
that's
name
a-
that came to my mind.
That's the S tier acting, honestly.
Okay.
Cause yeah, that's literally right up his alley. Just let him talk.
There's the narcissism for it. He has the comedy for it. Yeah.
Just let him talk, and he's already Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we actually based Handsome Jack off of Ryan Reynolds.
The
Yeah,
game
maybe.
that we have announced, and learning more from Gearbox Publishing. So you're gonna get all that.
I was thinking,
wish I could be there
the guy who
since I'm
played
digital,
in,
we're gonna do it this way. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you later.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think he's got the acting ability, but I think it'd be something different for him to do. The guy who played in Glass.
Offered by Gearbox University.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
His
I know
name's
what
like on the
you're
tip of my tongue. I can't think of it, but I know
That
you know. what I'm
man
talking
is
about.
an amazing actor that doesn't
He
get enough
is.
credit, bro.
He does not get enough credit. He's an absolutely amazing actor.
He doesn't
Bro,
get
when
enough
I
credit because
watched
he's
him-
in fucking cartoon.
When I watched him
comic
play
movies.
all of those, all of those parts,
It was flawless.
just being, yes. When I seen him play all of those parts and just multiple personalities, I was just like, yo,
Even more so, I've never seen him play a role where I saw him as someone else in that role.
Right.
Interesting.
Like when I watch Will Smith, it's Will Smith in a movie. You know,
I
it's
think
not.
that's the same thing. That's the same argument you have with Samuel L. Jackson. He
That
he
is
is Sam in every movie.
Nah, legit,
enjoyable.
it's Samuel Jackson as a Jedi. It's not Mace Windu. Okay,
It is so enjoyable to watch him, though, bro.
it is. I mean, but I
Sam
think
is
he's
one
made
of
a
my favorite
brand out of
actors.
himself. He's made a brand of himself where it's just like
He has.
I'm leaving that calling card on everything I do. He's earned that. As opposed to
He-
where I feel like
like,
Will Smith early in his
legitimately,
career, it was legit. Everything was the same. It was the same person.
It was, and legitimately, anytime anybody thinks of motherfucker, you think of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
He
Yeah, that was
trademarked that, man. He trademarked that.
that was an S tier conversation that day. That shit was hilarious.
Pretty sure. I mean, he was good. Will Smith has some pretty good roles, but majority of
Yeah,
his
he
stuff
doesn't
is
have
Will
bad
Smith.
roles, but-
Yeah.
I think he's so, and that was kind of the conversation because I remember I had a conversation with somebody who's better, Will Smith or Sam or what's his
Denzel
name?
Washington.
Denzel, and it was like who's the better actor, and I was like I feel like it's
I would give it
really
to
easy
Denzel.
question. Denzel's the better actor, but see here's the question: is Denzel a better actor, or does Denzel just have great roles? But you could, but because that's how I feel about Will Smith. I feel like Will Smith now is a good actor, sometimes great, but I think Will Smith has just had great roles.
I can give you that, and the only reason I say that is because at the end of the day, Denzel has a swag and a voice to him that he carries into his movies. I recall that part when he was fucking up the dude and he put him on the hood of his car. And he's like, I'm a professional. He's like, I'm a professional. I'm a professional. I keep hearing that every day. He's like, I'm tired of hearing I'm a professional. Yo, I was like, yo, like little shit like that, or the part in training day when he was like, Jay, I need that money.
Yeah.
Like little shit like that. It made him who he was, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I
Like-
give him credit because he can pull off some amazing roles, bro.
In
Yeah.
the
But it
range,
was- Yeah,
the
but
range of his movies. Like he does a lot of action movies.
Yeah.
But
He does.
he did that the pilot movie.
He did do the pilot movie, which was actually really good.
He
It
you
was
know
really good, yeah.
he's a stage actor too. He did what's it,
Fences on stage, yeah.
Fences is good.
Which was a really
The
good.
way-
He did a
by the
great
way,
monologue.
boom.
in that.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that. I forgot to thank you for that, bro. Tenet, that movie was
Tenet.
fucking incredible, bro. That movie
Man.
was fucking. Me and my wife were sitting here like with our mouths open, like, yo,
Mi-
what
mind blown,
the-
bro. Mind blown.
What was that? What was that heist movie where he was the negotiator
Oh, Denzel?
in the bank? Yeah.
Denzel, or we talking about Sam? Because Sam played in a movie called Negotiator.
No. It's not. He was a negotiator outside. Denzel Washington.
Man on Fire? Was
Man
that
on
it?
was
No,
it
no,
Man
no.
on? No,
Inside Job?
No.
Inside Job.
I think it is.
Definitely
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Inside Job.
Inside Job.
I
Another
think.
great movie.
Yeah.
But
Right.
see, for me, like I agree with you 100%. But then I had to check myself, and it's like, and I was like, do I like Denzel for the same reason I don't like Will Smith? And I like Will Smith, but like, am I crediting Denzel for the same reason that I'm discrediting Will Smith?
Does Denzel have like a Pursuit of Happiness movie?
Will
Yes.
Smith, I will give Will that Pursuit of Happiness.
Because Will's got two.
I'm a-
He's got
I'm a grown-ass
Pursuit of
man, and that
Happiness,
made me
And-
tear
and
up,
what was-
bro.
what
and the
was
other one that
one?
came out after that. What's the
The
one
what?
he got by the stingray or the octopus, whatever it was. What's the name of that movie?
I forget. I don't know what that one is. But I'm thinking about one that he did like early in his career, where he was like a con artist, and he was like
Who, Denzel?
No, Will Smith. He was playing like a preppy person, but he was like really conning the family. I forget which one that was, but that was like another character role. You know, it wasn't action. It was just like him talking straight.
I'm trying to think. I'm not
I
sure.
forget the name of it.
I'm not sure.
And I mean, come on, that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. When he, I mean, when he was talking to his Uncle Phil about his dad, was fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, that was some great acting. That was some
like,
great acting.
Like I could watch that a million times and like,
Yeah.
Boys.
And apparently that was ad-lib too.
yeah.
This looks like Diablo. What is this that they're showing?
It does have a very
This
Diablo
is New
feel
World.
to it.
This is New World, I think.
New World?
Yeah, they showed a trailer at Summer Games Fest.
This is definitely the art. This is definitely Gearbox's art style, though.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it looks
Reminds me
interesting.
of
Diablo-esque.
13. Y'all remember the game 13?
Yeah.
Reminds me of Skyward Sword, kind of like the art style,
Yeah.
like a knockoff Skyward Sword or a knockoff Genshin Impact.
Oh, Tribes Maker. Oh yeah, no, I got the two confused. Because they look exactly, mostly alike. But they did show this game earlier.
I'm assuming this is the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the camera view.
Tribes of Midgard.
Understand.
I'll be real.
Oh, Mike came in.
I
What up,
just
Mike?
I don't even like the game. Period. The way it looks.
I'm about to say I don't think this is a game that you would go for, Mike.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely not.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Viking hero that's been returned to Midgard in order to protect the seed of Victory Seal, the World Tree. Every time you start a new run, you would want
They
to
have
go
so
out
many
and
Norse
explore
influenced
this new
games
world,
out right now.
gather some
There's like
resources,
5 different
fight
ones.
enemies, and return to your
Have
village.
y'all noticed
Craft equipment and
since
tools
Thursday,
to survive. You can
since
also
all the
upgrade
conferences
fortified
started,
village, because
that
each night,
there's been a lot of like
emerge from the depth,
overhead camera view games.
make it through the night to go back out to raid
Yeah,
the
I've
Have,
seen
have,
that.
y'all, have y'all noticed it?
There's always a lot. It's just
Build anywhere,
you might
and
not
of
pay
course,
attention to them
loot
because
countless
there is
items
a
to gain
lot,
experience and
and,
level
and
up.
Yeah.
they're easier to
We
make.
now
They're
have
easy to
8
make. you know?
classes in the
Yep.
game, each with their own abilities,
It just seems kind of
As you gain experience, you level up to
And especially with E3 having more access to everything E3 versus most of the stuff just being talked about afterwards. Yeah, it's kind of like all in our face.
yeah. I would just think that with the way technology is now, that like overhead kind of wouldn't be a thing as much as as we've seen it.
and take it down.
That's,
whatever the cost.
you know, the thing though, A, is the fact that with games like League of Legends and World of Warcraft just being still on top of things, as far as Twitch or as far as the community,
Right.
games ain't going away, bro. The overhead camera is gonna be here to stay. Diablo,
Yeah, it's so ingrained.
yeah,
So
it's
ingrained.
ingrained to be able to have just that type of game. Like the community is there for it, so they're gonna continuously make them. So
And it's like
Yeah,
a
no, I feel
personal
it.
personal preference thing. Like Like, you think that it's out of style, or like, since the technology, like, why do we have this? We can do better. And like, some people think, most people think like, this is the style of the game.
Yeah,
like,
the style.
This is as good as it's gonna get. It could get better. You don't need to change the camera angle.
Yeah, it's just those who have it's a niche for that community. And
Yeah, no, I get that. And I mean, you know, as far as that Midgard game that we just saw, it's more than just the camera view for me. Like, y'all know, I'm a stickler for how a game looked. Like, it has to, there has to be like some realistic type of look to it in order for it to attract me. And this just isn't it. It looks more like comic bookish.
Yeah, like I said, it looked like if anybody's played that game back in the day, it's called 13. It looks like shell shaded 13.
Yeah, but like Tony said, you know, we are, yeah, obviously we know it's for a certain niche, but also like even like Borderlands, for instance, if you've ever played Borderlands, even throughout the years, even though you've seen improvements and it looks a lot more realistic now than it did from the first game, they've still kept that art style intact.
Yeah, that's the art style they kept.
I think that was my problem on Thursday when we were looking at what was it called? Wonderlands? It was like Tiny something Wonderlands.
Yeah, Wonderlands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was my issue. It's not necessarily that I think the game is trash.
It's just you're not a fan of the art style.
Yeah, it's the way that it looks. It's the way the graphics. It looks like I don't want comic booky for my personal preference.
Right. Like you probably like something more like this. Godfall is something that you just from the look of it you'd like to see. It's a lot more crisp, a lot more pristine looking.
Which is a shame because Godfall gameplay kind of is trash. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, see, Solid said the same thing. Like, is Godfall like truly a bad game?
It's not. It's very same shit over and over and over and over and over again.
Just not a lot of diversity within the game itself.
Yeah, this looks like Transformers with monsters.
I guess.
Like initially, when I first saw it, they looked kind of like robots a little bit, like robots mixed with monsters.
Yeah.
Like it's an interesting game, great concept, but 40 plus new pieces of loot. I don't know.
It's a looter.
It's a definitely looter.
It's a looter shooter. I mean, Gearbox made the pristine looter shooter with Borderlands, so you know a lot of their games are going to have that model within it.
Yeah. Got you.
And I think Godfall was kind of like to appeal to more people. Like you said, it has a different art style than it does in Borderlands, and obviously Borderlands is a first-person shooter, where this is more combat mechanics than it is going to be anything first-person shooter. So.
Like, did that dude that they showed not just look like Optimus Prime?
First and foremost, on behalf of
but
it didn't. But
part of Godfall's journey up until this.
Oh, so they releasing more content for it?
Wow. Yeah.
November of last year.
Might be interesting. I mean, especially if they're. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
They need to have more diversity in the game.
Yeah,
because I thought at first when Godfall was announced, I thought that was basically like a showcase game, like Rise was.
Yes, it was. It is. It was supposed to be, and everybody that got it was like, "Damn,
what is this?
I can't believe I spent money on this." Like,
yeah, which is why I didn't get it at launch, because I was thinking about it, I was like, this actually looks pretty good. But I mean, also on top of Snarf's point, it's made by Gearbox. And the problem with Gearbox is they take a little bit longer than they should. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it longer than they should to release new content. Like, they pretty much let their game die before they hint at new content coming to the game. Which, like you said, Tony, with Hood, great concept, great game, but without any additives at this point, the game's gonna die.
Bro, had it not been for that, bro, you know me, I'd have still been crushing that shit right now. They'd have added more stuff, but there's no point in playing it. I'm bored. And
when does that new stuff drop? Has it already dropped, or is it just
August,
still?
Bro. No, they just dropped the update to fix problems in the game. They didn't drop the new map and the new character. They said they're not dropping that until August. I said, well, fuck your game then.
Yikes. Yikes.
And then, of course,
You
we
do
Yo, I
you
gotta give a
understand
forefront
what's
of
coming in
Godfall. So
between
we
now and
have a
August?
huge
Yeah, a lot.
library
By then, you
of
might not even want to play the game no more, depending on what else
yeah,
comes out.
games,
yeah,
you know, like,
true
Exactly.
that.
all of which can be unlocked
No, I gotta give a
through
shout out to
completing
Tony though,
objectives in the
because
game.
a lot of people
Thank you so much for your
won't
time today.
appreciate
It is
his
an honor to be
icon.
speaking here,
And
and I
me,
hope you
I
enjoy the
believe
rest
that
of
V
your
for
V for
Vendetta is one
Vendetta, yeah,
of, I believe V for Vendetta is one of the most underrated movies of all time.
Yo,
it's a good
my
movie.
dude, appreciate you because I was when I come in or somebody sees that, they like, what is that? I'm like,
It,
it's before your
they're
if you're
lost. They're
asking
Yeah,
lost.
that,
you're
if
not a
you're
person of
asking
culture if
that,
you
and
don't know
it's
what it
either
is.
before your time or you're not up on it because V for Vendetta is one of the greatest movies. And then what was so funny was I said, when that whole Capitol building storm bullshit happened.
Yo,
I said, son, I said, yo, we going right back to this. Everything that's going on right now, V for Vendetta said, and y'all are not paying attention. Y'all are not paying attention
yo,
whatsoever. But it's all good.
Yo, the
V for
crazy thing
V.
about V for Vendetta is when we were in college, Mike, I don't know if you took drama or not, but we all had to do monologues. I damn sure did the monologue from V for Vendetta.
Word.
Yeah.
Nah, V for Vendetta. The thing is, it's great, but it never gets any credit. Whenever people talk about great movies, it never gets any credit. Like nobody ever mentions it, which is
Yeah,
why I
I
said
don't know.
it's like one of the most underrated
It was a
movies.
lot. It was a lot more politics in it, but it made so much sense. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
it
that's
did,
why a
it
lot of
did.
people couldn't relate to it because they're like, everybody right now is on this whole Fast and Furious action, cars jumping over fucking airplanes and all types of crazy shit type. But that movie, when I first watched it, I was like, okay, I need to watch this again. It was good, but I need to watch this again to understand a lot what was going on because I was lost. Watched it again
Yeah,
and I was like, yo, this shit makes so much sense. Like, yo.
yes.
And then I look at the state of the U.S. and I'm like, yo, it makes
Looks
even
real
more
familiar.
sense. Like so familiar. I was like, yo,
V made some predictions.
bro.
Yep.
Pumped up right now to meet you guys. Randy, you should tell them actually how big I am in person. It's a great opportunity.
Great movie, bro.
Yeah, they can get a good grasp.
Oh, I was not expecting that Kevin to be who he was talking to.
You are freaking
You know Kevin Hart? Yeah, Kevin Hart's he's starring in the Borderlands movie, which I don't understand why, but he is.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to say I want to.
Yeah, I just honestly, I thought this guy's excitement was kind of fake just for the camera. I wasn't really like convinced that he was excited, so I thought it was like some whack Kevin.
The biggest and best thing is the surprise that you guys are going to be in for. 'Cause you got no
As I
idea
said, bro, I
what
think
I'm
he's
doing
the
or
only
how I'm
big name
doing or why
actor
I'm
in
doing it.
the
You got no
Borderlands
idea the
movie,
level that
and that's
came
why
with
they
it.
got
You
him.
got no
Like
idea
honestly.
how much
I mean,
preparation
he's a draw. He gonna pull some people.
this
Yeah.
particular character in this role. You got no idea.
Because
You
check
got
this out,
no
right?
idea. You don't even
If
know
I tell
something is
you
a
that
jacket.
Kevin Hart is playing Roland, right, but not give you any other characters who's playing whoever, right?
Idea.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
My job
If he's a
is to
big
come
name
in,
actor,
not
you're gonna be like, well,
prepared, but to
if
shop.
Kevin's in it,
I'm about to go see
I
it.
might want to go see it. That's basically what this is premising off of, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, I can honestly say, man, Eli.
Because by that standard, they would have told you everybody else that was gonna play in this movie, but they're not telling you.
Everyone's working their ass
Now,
Yeah.
if there are other big name actors in this movie, I give them credit because that means that they have the budget to afford all of them. But I
Right.
think Kevin's the only big one. I'm dead ass.
What about Jack Black?
So
Oh well, Jack Black. I forgot he's playing Claptrap. True.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart's big
Jack,
name.
but Jack. If this is live action, Jack is just voicing. He's not actually like
Yeah.
playing a role. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
so I got a question for y'all. I will wait till Boom get back. I'll just ask it again. So Gearbox, right? So they got the Borderlands series. Now they also did Halo Combat Evolved in 2001. That pulled 9. Yeah, they did. That pulled 9.7 out of 10. It was the developers was Bungie and Gearbox. So yeah, they got the Borderlands. They got Halo Combat Evolved. They got Half-Life. They got Brother in Arms.
They
They
did
got
Duke Nukem Forever. Ooh.
Yep, they did Duke Nukem. They did Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. So, would y'all consider them like an underrated brand? I mean, it sounds like they got, some hits.
on
They got
behalf
some
of
hitters in the background. I get what you're saying.
Ooh, the
Underrated.
aliens, colonial
because
marines.
we don't
Ooh.
talk about when we talk developers.
Cheers,
We talk Bungie, we talk Ubisoft. You know what I'm saying? We talk all of the big
CD
ones.
Project Red. Yeah.
Yeah, we talk CDPR, you know what I'm saying, but we don't
Yo.
never talk Gearbox. So like, would y'all consider them underrated? I just listen. Oh, boom! I'm glad you back. So I'm gonna just run through it again. What I just asked. So sitting here looking at Gearbox presentation, and they got historically they got the Borderlands series, they got Halo Combat Evolved, they got Half-Life, they got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, they got the Brother in Arms series. They did Resident Evil 2. So they got some hitters kind of in they archive. Would you consider them an underrated developer? We don't really talk about them that much.
Yes.
I don't know that anybody really talks about them.
The answer is yes. And I'll give you one prime example. There are several others like you just named, but I'll give you one prime example. The impact that Borderlands has had on the looter shooter community as a whole. Borderlands was the first thing of its kind. Looter shooters did not exist before Borderlands.
So they set the standard.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
What's
think
Borderlands first?
I don't know anything before it. But I won't check them on it.
I'm not sure. I don't know because Destiny came after Borderlands.
Yeah, after
Borderlands came
Destiny,
in 2012.
Destiny came after Borderlands 2.
Yeah, no, Borderlands 1 came in what, 2009?
2009.
I got it right here.
Yep.
I think it was the first one.
Yeah,
of
like
its kind
and
on
like
the
Snarf
Xbox
said,
platform.
they got Duke Nukem that they've been doing forever. They also did in 2002. They also did 007 Nightlife,
which was awesome. Nightfire, which was an awesome.
Oh
game.
yeah, Nightfire. That's what I meant. I said Nightlife, Nightfire. Yeah. So I mean,
yeah. No, they definitely have some titles under the belt that's just like pretty impressive.
I don't know. I don't know if they're
impressive.
underrated. I just think they're a workhorse. They're like give
I
them
think
an
they have
IP
certain
and they'll do it.
Yeah, they have certain niche games that I think are absolutely amazing.
Alien Colonial Marines was don't even talk about that.
Like simply for the fact that they made a game in Borderlands 2 that was literally viable for 7 years.
Gearbox
as
ended,
the game that it
right?
was.
Is that what happened?
You said what?
The Gearbox presentation ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended.
This whole presentation,
it was more of a talk about than it was a show because I don't think they really showed anything that we didn't already know.
Like most of their stuff, it was it was alright.
Add-on stuff. It was more add-on stuff than anything.
I feel like I could talk over this
Wonderlands.
way more than the other one.
Maybe this is
of course.
Maybe this is a shot that, well, not even a shot, but maybe this is a take that I don't need to have. But what comes to mind when I see like the game lineup, I'm like, all right, Gearbox got some hitters. CDPR is overrated because all they got is The Witcher, and then they flopped with Cyberpunk. So I'm like, maybe we're just overrating some of these other developers like CDPR.
I always said CDPR is over. Every time they launch a game, it's broken. Witcher 3 was messed up when it launched. All right.
Witcher 3 was broken when it launched, but after all of the fixes, the game you can't argue that game is top tier, bro.
It's like they have good intentions as a company.
Would you say that? And I already know what you're gonna say. But would you say that the CDRP crumbled under the pressure of releasing CDPR? Would you say that they crumbled under the pressure of releasing the game when they did? Because they knew it wasn't ready.
No.
And granted, it had already been pushed back several times.
And again, it was their investors' fault. Like the investors made them push it out. They didn't want to. And then the investors sued the company to make back their money. It was like...
It was the biggest dick move ever.
Yeah, like they were going to get their money anyway. They didn't give a fuck.
So
put that shit out.
So y'all know I'm very passionate about this whole CDPR stuff with Cyberpunk because you guys make some great points, and I'm not negating them at all. But I can't put fault on anybody else except CDPR. They developed this game for 8 years.
Facts.
8 years. Like the blame has to fall on them, not only because they are the face, but because 8 years ago they announced it. Or now I think so. See, no, wait. Cyberpunk released in 2020, so it's about to be 9 years towards the end of the year. They would have been talking about this for almost a decade. They released it, and it's broke. I don't know, man. I don't know if
I
I
get
can
where
put.
you're
I
coming
I
from.
don't know if I can put that on the investors. I don't know.
I
No,
get where
yeah.
you're coming from, but the issue I have is like we were saying, do we overhype companies? And the only reason I say that really wasn't a thing, or for that matter, not saying it wasn't a thing, but at the time when we were hyping up these companies, there weren't, I mean, not to say there weren't like any companies competing to them with them, but they were the giants that we went to, i.e.
We
Activision,
expected this
i.e.
from. We expected
BioWare.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, i.e.
Yeah.
BioWare was a fucking giant with BioShock, with fucking Mass Effect. These games that came out, everybody loved them. You get what
And
I'm saying? Like,
and was it
and that
BioWare? Is it
we
BioWare's fault where they're at now? I don't think so. I think it's
But it is.
their
And with
publishers.
Andromeda and the rest of the shit that they've been doing lately, I
Yeah.
like,
Andromeda is where it fell off. Where BioWare fell off.
yeah, they
I
they
think that was the
lost they
start.
lost everything.
That sucks for me because these guys know I am a Mass Effect guy. Like that's like
Yeah.
That
a
is my shit.
That's Mike's bread and
That
butter.
was my
Yeah.
shit.
Mass Effect is like my child. You know what I mean? Like
Word. So for them to do that, it kind of bugged me too, because first game was okay, second game was a masterpiece, third game, eh, and then Andromeda was just, it fell to pieces.
Yeah.
It
I
just
thought
fell.
the first Mass Effect was better than okay though. Like if I had to give it a
The only
rating,
reason
I would have
the only
gave the
reason
first
I
one an
would say
8.
the first game is better than the third and Andromeda. The only reason I say the first game was okay is just because if you try to go back and play it without the remaster,
Mm-hmm.
it hurts, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I tried it. I tried it. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I tried it and I was just like, yeah, let me go ahead and skip the 2. Let me go ahead and play 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Cause replaying 1 is hard, bro. If I haven't bought the remaster, I said I was, but I haven't. I have other games that I've been playing, so I haven't bothered. But trying to play the old, very first Mass Effect it's a slug, dog. It is. Now, when you first played it, because it was new, it was shiny, you just like, oh, I like shiny, and it was different. So you was playing it and you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too, but I haven't played the remaster, so I don't know
It's
how,
always
like,
like that
what.
when you go back and you play a remaster, though. Because like I remember
Yeah,
when I played the remaster of God of War, I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you get one play out of me of this, and that's it. And it was the same
because
thing with Borderlands.
you're
Like when
used
I
to the
went
new
back,
game now.
yeah, and it's got so many more mechanics, and it's just more streamlined. You go back and it's just like, whoo, I can appreciate the nostalgia, but I don't want to play this.
Yeah.
Word.
Tony, do you play sports games at all?
I haven't played this. I haven't played a sports game since I was back in the States, bro. It's been a while. The last legitimate sports game that I was really into was 2K17.
Okay,
I
but
haven't.
you are familiar, with sports games, the basketball sports games, everything. Because
Yeah,
I was actually about to make a basketball comparison. So
yeah.
what I was gonna say is BioWare to me now is they're similar to NBA Live.
Mm.
They like fell completely off. Like Anthem, I think
Mm.
Anthem topped it. Anthem
Yeah,
topped it.
Anthem did it. Anthem did it. Anthem did
Anthem
it.
topped
Yeah.
it.
That
And
ruined it for them. Andromeda,
it
we forgave
sucks.
them. We forgave them for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then because we was like, oh, okay, well, Andromeda's not really your fault because of the simple fact, okay, another the European company of the subsidiary company of y'all did that game. Cool, we letting that go. But then you say you give all this hype. Oh, this is the Destiny killer right here. We got this game. It's gonna wipe Destiny
That
off the map. Ain't no game
again.
gonna be able to be like this after this. They was hyping
That's
it
the
up,
most
Yeah.
and then
triggeringest thing ever.
Like
yo, and then we
I
played it, and I was just like, what the
yeah.
fuck
Like
is this?
unforgivable. But I'll play devil's advocate. They again, Boom puts it the best way. It shows up on E3. Everybody BioWare's looking at it and says, damn, that looks pretty good. Who made that? We made that?
Yeah, we making that shit? Oh,
Wait,
shit.
we're supposed to work on that? And then what? They get 8 full months. They get 8 full months to make
Same thing happened to Bungie.
that thing.
Same thing happened to Bungie with Destiny 2. Yeah.
And it has good bones. You know what I'm saying? It has good bones.
Yeah, no,
Anthem.
I think everybody agrees the
Anthem has-
concept was amazing.
The
But
concept,
just-
The concept was amazing. The concept was great. I think what contributed to the Anthem thing was what came before it, and for me, what it looked like. Don't forget, 5 years before Anthem, Titanfall came out.
Yeah.
Bro, Titanfall was the shit.
And Titanfall to me personally,
good.
Titanfall is legendary.
For what it was, Titanfall is legendary, bro.
For the concept, Titanfall is legendary. And so then 5 years later, Anthem comes out, and you're looking at the gameplay, and you're looking at the trailer, and to me, it's the concept was similar to Titanfall. That's what it reminded me of. So I'm thinking
Right.
that the game is going to be extremely similar to Titanfall.
Yeah, I think.
And then it comes out. Then it comes out and flops, and it's like, yo, I'm done with BioWare. After the Mass Effect shit, and then you botch this, I can't.
See,
I
I
can't
think we also have to acknowledge the part that we as gamers play in this. I think we give companies too much credit when they do succeed. Like, yes, you did a great job with this game, and I appreciate the fact you did a great job with this game. But instead of me having faith that you're going to do this again, because once you do it, you're going to want to be able to repeat that success, but with less stuff and less time and less effort and make more money. That's what you as a company is going to want to do.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
I like as gamers, as a gaming community, we have to keep the pressure for them to perform versus giving them the praise before they've shown us that they've performed. That's why me personally, I'm highly against pre-ordering game. I am definitely against it because when you pre-order shit, you've already given them your money before you even seen what the fuck they're giving you.
Yeah, before you know what the product is fully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pre-orders were meant for back in the day for running out of sales. That's
Yeah.
that's what it was. For a game company to stop overcrowding the shelves with games when it's just sitting there collecting dust, CDs,
Right.
etc., etc. There is no reason for a pre-order anymore with all of this digital content now.
Exactly.
There is
The only
no
reason why it's now,
absolutely none.
and the reason why it worked, and the reason why a lot of companies do it now is because when they have a game, they have in mind that a year and a half, 2 years, 2 to 3 years after the game launches, we're going to push this free to play. So they may push out pre-orders to get as much money out of it as they initially can and pay for the game. And then when they go to free to play, what are they going to do? Release seasonal content.
Yeah,
and make 2 and 3 and 4 times the amount of money they've already made off of it. The same fucking game.
The perfect example is how NBA 2K does their pre-orders. You know what the game is. And I love 2K. I'm gonna always get it day one, but I'm never gonna pre-order it because I feel like it's just a money grab. I'm pre-ordering $100 for a legendary edition for Kobe to be on a cover, but the game is not gonna change.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be no addition to the game. So you're gonna give me 100,000 VC for some microtransactions? I'm not even gonna do any microtransactions when I play it. Like I'm not even participating in that. So what's the point? Like I feel like pre-orders are pointless, but now companies understand that. So the only way that they can get pre-orders to stay relevant, you gotta add bonus shit like pre-order this and then we'll give you this poster. Or
incentives,
or pre-order this and
or downloadable content in the game, a free outfit or this or that.
We'll give you a new outfit for your character off rip, but the pre-order is $100. So it's like the game is $70. You want me to pay you an extra $30 just for me to get one extra outfit?
Yeah,
I'm
for
good.
download code.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. Well, that was Gearbox's. I guess whatever. We talked about everything but Gearbox.
I mean, to be fair, Gearbox didn't really show us anything that we hadn't already talked about.
Anything other than like they haven't really showed anything that's been.
Wonderlands is like the only new thing that I saw. Everything else seemed to be
And we
more
saw that
DLC
trailer 2
or
days
content.
ago. So
Exactly.
Yeah, so the Wonderlands trailer actually looked like Borderlands to me when we were watching it.
Yeah, no, it's in the
It looked like the
Borderlands
same
universe.
game. It looks like the same game.
Yeah, no, it's the Borderlands universe, so it's gonna have the same art style. It's got some of the same characters. Like especially to somebody who doesn't play it. It's you looking at it, you're exactly right. It looks just like Borderlands. Like for you to say that it looks like Borderlands, is it not? Like that'd be the most accurate thing you could say. You know. And they still haven't shown us a lot of gameplay or really talked about the story.
They haven't shown us any gameplay.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just kind of like, what is this really going to be? It was more of an announcement of the title, but that was it.
Anything left over for today, or are they done with showcases?
I think that's pretty much it. They've got the VR showcase here in a few minutes, but I mean, I'm not really.
There's supposed to be a games beat session starting at 5:45, which is in 1 minute.
What's a games beat?
I don't know. It was listed. It was listed on E3's thing. Let me Google it real quick.
You sure?
I don't know, but I kind of want to eat dinner, so.
No, by all means. By all means, no, because I'm about to go to the store myself. I'm about to go to Target. So.
All right. Well, that was Gearbox Showcase. Might be something later on tonight that we'll show up for, but I think definitely we're gonna hit up the Battlefield. We're gonna hit up the Battlefield and Microsoft tomorrow. Definitely.
Yes,
Battlefield tomorrow.
Most definitely. So
Bro,
this
Battlefield
is
good. If Battlefield is good, I'm playing it.
Let's
gonna
hope.
be played on stream a lot.
Facts. Yeah, no, I'm getting that. I'm getting that.
Tomorrow, I think, is the best day of all of E3. You got obviously the pre-show, but then you got
Battlefield. What isn't
you got the Xbox. You got Xbox Bethesda. You got Square Enix. You got Warner Bros. Who and Warner Bros. Supposed to be showing more Back 4 Blood, which is what I y'all know I'm interested in that. And Warner Bros. Is making the Harry Potter Legacy game. They supposed to be mentioning that, I think. And then there's like a PC show. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not a PC guy. I might show up for that. I might not. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's a future games show, right?
Yeah, I don't exactly know what future games means.
I don't either. Is that a studio? Is that a game studio?
It must be a good game studio.
I don't know. Let me look.
Because future
I'm guessing that's a smaller game studio. It sounds like an indie game studio or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe. Oh yes, it's a game studio.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay.
It looks like they specialize in multiplayer games, just from what I Googled. I think.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
but this has been your TGR coverage of day one of E3. Specifically Gearbox. So yeah, catch us tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be viewing a lot of heavy hitters tomorrow on Sunday.
Full day.
So yeah, get up with us later. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Thanks, Tony.
Later.